The imminent arrival of Wakanda Forever has left fans ecstatic for the return of several fan-favorite characters and several newcomers who are being primed for their MCU debut. Among these new faces is the long-awaited newcomer Riri Williams, the heroine otherwise known as Ironheart. While we have known she'd make her debut in Wakanda Forever for several months now, the exact extent of her role has been fairly unclear until very just recently. Many have speculated that she would be nothing more than a brief cameo to set up her own series, while others have remained adamant that she is a principal cast member who will fight alongside the Wakandans. Now, it seems safe to say that she will play a significant role in the upcoming project, even donning her own suit of Ironheart armor at some point in the film. So what do we know about this suit's capabilities? How much do we know about Riri Williams' suit and respective armor from the comics? And how is this Mark I most likely going to be presented in Wakanda Forever? Well, stick with us today, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse, and let's explore the fullest extent of what Ironheart's suit and her first suit will most likely be capable of, and discuss a theory that elements of her suit may have already made an appearance in the MCU without us knowing. For this video, we will be primarily focusing on her Mark I suit, and while her engineering prowess will likely improve and evolve throughout her career, this is most likely the only suit of hers that we will see in Wakanda Forever. In the comics, she refurbished and reverse engineered Tony Stark's original Iron Man program, and her first suit was notoriously bulky. Based on the outdated Mark 41 suit, Riri was able to rebuild several of the components that made up a basic suit, and though it was a clunky and crude version of Tony's original design, she was able to repurpose several of the innate qualities that define an Iron Man suit. The Ironheart Mark I had flight capabilities, was protected, and augmented her physical strength. While in the trailer we can see that this suit seems to be likewise very bulky and crude, but there might be a different explanation for how she came about this suit, and how she developed it in the MCU, which not only explained its weight, but how Riri will begin her career as Ironheart. There is a brand new theory that instead of studying and rebuilding fragments of the Mark 41 suit, that Riri will be actually refurbishing the Hulkbuster unit from Infinity War, which was likely left in Wakanda after the opening of Avengers Endgame. In the beginning of Endgame, we can see Bruce Banner donning the suit once again when the Avengers finally corner and kill Thanos, but this is the last we see of this iconic Iron Man armor in all of the MCU up until likely now. What's interesting to note, however, is that the Hulkbuster suit was already in Wakanda during the events of Infinity War and when they began, and Tony Stark seemed to not only care or even notice. If the Hulkbuster suit made its way back to Wakanda after Banner retired, it is likely lying in wait for Riri Williams to find and repair. Then it could explain how and why she was able to quickly construct a suit this massive, as well as explain how she got inspired to create suits of Iron Man armor in the first place. It's even possible that instead of just using fragments of the Hulkbuster suit, that she used part of its design. With the combined effort of Stark's designs and Wakandan resources, it's not unreasonable to believe that someone with Williams' intellect would be able to repair the suit or use it as a groundwork, including wearing parts of it into battle against Namor and the forces of Talocan. If this is the case, then it gives us more information as to what the suit might be capable of, and what Williams might take from it in the future of her career and the next generation of Ironheart. The Hulkbuster armor has been shown to possess several Stark essentials, including repulsor technology, the ability to fly, and the physical stature necessary to go toe-to-toe with the Hulk himself. We can see from the trailer that Williams has added flight stabilizers, which would likely allow for more agility in flight, and a more effective combat style as it pertains to the Hulkbuster's capabilities. One of Tony Stark's major pitfalls with the original Iron Man armor was his ability to fly and fight simultaneously, as he needed his hands to stabilize his flight pattern. With the Mark 50, however, we can see just how effective additional stabilizers can be, and it allowed for one of the most acrobatic Iron Man suits in recent memory. If Williams can pair this flight stability and agility with the innate power and stature of the Hulkbuster, then she might be able to use it more effectively than Banner or even Tony was. We also know that Wakanda already has various energy-based weapons and tools which could be integrated into an Iron Man armor, including various vibranium enhancements to augment durability. Her fursuit in the comics was fairly easily broken, and although it protected her from her first few battles, it was still subjected to the forces of her environment, and didn't last nearly as long as most of the Iron Man armors do. This might not be the case if she is able to add vibranium plating and protective gear to her armor, as this would make her Mark I more durable than nearly any of Tony Stark's suits that we've seen before. before. If she is forced to make quick adjustments to the remains of what already exists, then the lack of durability from the comics might make its way into the MCU though. Wakandan energy blasters, nanotechnology, and concussive devices could most likely be fairly easily implemented into a previously existing weapon slots, giving it an edge that even Tony Stark himself did not have the opportunity to exploit in his lifetime with Wakandan technology. Riri Williams could get several elements from the Hulkbuster armor, including the heads-up display. And again, even if Wakanda does not actually hold the remains of the Hulkbuster, it's likely because we know Bruce Banner and Tony built the Hulkbuster together, and Bruce Banner upgraded it and enhanced it in Wakanda during the events of Infinity War. It's likely that they still hold the blueprints to the Hulkbuster, and this could very likely be the groundwork in which Riri Williams builds her own Mark I, becoming a sort of perfect mix of Wakandan technology along with Stark tech, and leading her to develop the first of many suits based on the Hulkbuster and various Tony Stark suit designs. But anyway, my friends, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on our first look at the Riri Williams Ironheart Mark I? And where do you think Riri Williams will get the blueprints for an Iron Man suit? Do you think that she could get them directly from Stark Industries? Or do you think it's the remnants of the Hulkbuster that she draws from, and perhaps even finds a way to inherit parts of the Hulkbuster armor that was destroyed, or potentially even the whole suit left behind in Wakanda after the events of Infinity War or Endgame? As always, my friends, I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories on this in the comments down below. And be sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything Marvel and MCU related. I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next video, and I hope that you have a great day.